Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? There's Marley. Hey Marley, how are you, baby? You doing good? Huh? You doing good? All right. Oops. Well, so there's kind of like I was just gonna kind of talk about you know, the former Soviet Union. You know, it hadn't been that way for a while. But I'm just using that word for lack of you know, for as a safe word, right? Because of this platform. But anyhow, so if I say Soviet, you know what I mean, right? But I was watching social media today, and I'm just gonna get right off the bat, man. It was kind of funny. They say that this video was kind of been out a while.
I just told the lady in the gas station, and she said she knows. She's calling the cops.
Oh my God.
Say something. I'm really concerned. Like, not paying attention.
Y'all please back up.
They going up to him.
Don't let Tyrone walk up there with a Swiss or sweet. Everybody getting blown to hell.
Excuse me.
That is crazy.
You know that this is really dangerous, right?
What are you doing, dude?
You know that this is really not safe. You're gonna cause a big accident.
The terrorist attack.
Seriously.
Dude.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
You know that it's not safe, and they're gonna call the cops.
Give me as much gas as I can.
Dude, it's not that serious. This is a little bit extreme.
Seriously, if somebody throws a lit gas match in here, it's gonna blow.
Why would somebody throw a match here?
Don't mind. Just leave me alone, all right?
He's just gonna drive off. Look at it.
Man,
This is crazy.
We have to.
and they gonna follow him. Oh my God.
You know, and I guess it was taken right when the gas prices started hiking up because of I don't know. I don't know if it was because of the war over there, or whatever it was. You know, and if it was from the you know, the Ukraine-Soviet War, well, I mean, we get less than 3% of our gas from them, and if there is any price surge, well, they you know, so if it is from the Soviets, we only get like 3% of our gas from them, and you know, and you know, and I'm sure that we have enough stockpiled that the prices don't need to jump up this quick, right? So anyhow, it's kind of silly. It's kind of I don't know, getting people out of bankruptcy or something. I don't know. Everyone's picking on the Soviet, right? So you know, and kind of making them out to be the bad people, right? Well, I don't know if y'all remember the Syrian war. Okay, so well, first off, the Soviet is essentially surrounded by ice. I don't know, like 85% of the year, right? And so those ports with ice, they thaw out, and then they can export from them and whatever, and whoever's receiving their exports get a little bit of break, right? But the problem with Russia is that it's kind of rich in natural resources, and but they just have a problem. There's only like really one avenue to get their product out. You know, if you go to, like, over towards Asia, I mean, you have like wilderness and, just very untamed. And so you have to kind of stay along it's the European side, right? And so that's what I meant. Like, so, I mean, now the eastern side? Let's see. Yeah, the eastern side of Russia, the Asian side. Hope I'm getting my directions right. Yeah. They do have a little bit of industry or whatever business out in that area. But a lot of it's hunting and stuff like that. European side of Russia, they need a warm water port, okay? And there was a trucking line, and that was the agreement between Putin and Assad from Syria. But, no one wants to admit this. But, they had a business deal, and Russia needs to take care of its people and not be screwed with by rogue politicians looking to make a profit and keep them from making a profit, or blackmailing them or whatever. So so they had this business deal and with Assad from Russia, and and they had this trucking line that went through Georgia, Turkey. And so whenever the Syrian war broke out, who did like the Turks? It was really just the Turks all we saw news about. The Turks got mad at like the Clintons and stuff like that, because they're the ones that were being kind of nefarious and had it masked as doing good, spreading democracy, right? That was bullshit. It was for profit. Those people those people don't like to fight. They'd rather have peace, but they will fight. They're easily triggered. So the Turks the Turks were on their way to adopting democracy before all this stuff happened. And I'm going to tell you what happened that was coerced by some of our rogue politicians. But they were getting ready to adopt democracy, and they had like one election where they had like a fully secular government, right? And which is kind of cool. But then the very next election, they get PO'd, and they vote back in this theocracy, right? All prodded by the Obama, Clintons, and I'm going to tell you how. So, the first thing that had, okay, now I don't know if they were truly rebels in Syria, or if they were just the jihadists that like to fight. But they sent money over there for food, right? Okay, well, let's say it's legitimately for food. What happens when people get food, right? Well, they have money to spend on other things, right? But they also could just have that money that was denoted for food. The rebels, right? They could spend that on weapons. So the Clinton Foundation donated a bunch of money over there for food. This is what they said, to feed the Syrians of this war, which we all know who kind of destabilized that region. There's the Bush did it, and it's kind of silly, man. It goes all the way back to Bush Senior, probably farther back than that. They destabilized that region so they can deplete it of natural resources. So anyhow, the money went for the food, and then Obama, right? They have this money that they no longer need for food to spend on weapons. and there's news articles about this, and he sells the bid, or he gives the bid for the weapons over there to help these rebels to the highest bidder, or the best bidder, weapons manufacturer, the one with the best bid, right? So, you know, if that doesn't sound like profit motive, then I don't know what does. But anyhow, so back to my original point of the Ukraine thing, okay? If you remember, like in 2014, I think that was the year, there was a big thing about Crimea, okay? Now, I know what we're being told, but there may be a different reality. Russia may still be in control of Crimea. They may still be in control of Ukraine, you know, because essentially it's like a you know, at the fall of Soviet Union, that was the Soviet Union and the communism. You can consider all of the states that got free of the Soviet Union. They were kind of welfare states, and they needed to govern themselves because they were costing Mother Russia and the guaranteed wage a lot more money than they needed to. So so to me, you know, these let's see, where was I going with this? So these states that are now countries, they gain some autonomy, or so everyone thinks, and you know, and start doing their own thing. But so Russia went to Crimea because they could no longer go to Syria and use the warm water port there. And during that process, they put all those people out of work in like Turkey along those trucking and train lines, you know, that ship these things to what I guess is that the Persian Gulf? I can't remember right now. But and then they export Russian goods, you know, and that's to take care of the Russian people. So they needed to do it through Crimea, and you know, so that still moved Turkey into the position of negotiation and power. So what we're probably going to see is a like a power grid thing being controlled, and we're going to see Europe being controlled by a country like Europe because of the power grid over there. So, but don't quote me on that. But they have to be Russia's ally. There's heavy incentive for Russia to pick Turkey, because either way they have to ship their goods via boat or train through Turkey to get to a warm water port. And so there has to be this strong connection between those two countries. So you know, and the bottom line is that our deep state politicians, they kept control, or try to control Russia by controlling those areas, they did the same thing in Syria that they're doing in Ukraine. That's my perspective. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't know how correct it is. But God, that took a lot of explaining and walking. But I'm almost done here. I tell you what, why don't y'all like, subscribe, share this video, and comment below if you have any questions, and I'll try to do my best to answer them. But that's all I got. Y'all have a good day. Bye.